Hey guys, can you let me know if the audio is coming through pretty well? Can you hear me from the feed here? Can you just comment below? One, if you've never done yoga before, I want you to go slow. I don't want you to force anything. I'm not there to see you and sort of guide. I'm going to walk you through verbal instructions, but if anything's uncomfortable, back out. Don't hyperextend joints. Don't do anything that feels sharp or painful. If we sit down in a chair and your muscles feel like they're burning a little bit, that's fine. That's just working tissue. But I don't want you to overextend or hurt yourself in any way while we work. If you have kids with you, they're totally welcome to join along and play in. Not only do I not teach a normal yoga class, I don't even teach a normal yoga class during a global pandemic online. So lots of fun. I'm going to walk you through verbally. Hopefully you can pick up the audio signal pretty well. I've got another camera here. This will be, again, on Facebook Live, but I'm also recording at a slightly higher quality that I'm going to put up on YouTube later. I did run the audio signal here on Facebook, though, hoping you guys were attending. So we're going to get started. You're going to line up at the front of your mat. And generally, hips width distance. We're in Texas. Hips width distance between your feet. And you're going to go slow and just breathe along with me. It's going to take a little bit of time to warm up, but I just want to make sure you are feeling good. Can somebody write below and let me know you can hear the sound fine? All of my audio signals look like they're doing good, but I want to see somebody say it. Feel free to share this with friends and family, by the way. If they want to join live and participate, they can. So, hips width distance between feet, and you just stand tall. Generally, you're going to breathe through your nose, but if you ever feel like you need to let go of excess tension, you can exhale out of your mouth. And from here, big in-breath, arms up. Just warming up, mobilizing. It's been a while since I've had a physical practice, so I wanted to go back in slow. Your knees are bent. You're allowing your spine to hang as comfortably as you can. There's some pull into the hamstrings and the posterior, but you want to be able to feel tension slowly release, and you're allowing your spine to gently fall apart, vertebra by vertebra. And slowly bend the knees, stand up. And follow along, big in-breath, arms up, look up, and slowly at your own pace, swan dive forward. You can bend at the knees, allow the spine to hang over the thighs. If you bend your knees deeply enough, you can rest your torso on your thighs. Then slowly you straighten the legs enough where you feel a good stretch in the posterior. Then allow your head and neck to hang. Shake it out. No tension. Weight on your right foot. You're going to step back. Generally 90 degrees. You don't want to push the knee way past out front. If the back leg is bent, slowly what happens if you lengthen that leg? Drop down. Good stretch into the front of the hip there. Arms wide. If you fall over, no worries. As you exhale, arms down. Step the left foot back. Plank position. You're going to lower yourself down slowly, elbows into your side. And lift up. Slowly, you can lift your bottom Walk your feet slightly forward and walk the legs out. Left to right, side to side. Make sure this doesn't bother or hurt your wrists or your other joints. Just lengthening, mobilizing, creating some space. Now, get a firm grip. Step the right foot forward or edge it forward. Weight on the right foot this time. If the left leg begins to bend, just slowly see if you can begin to straighten it. Arms wide. Weighting to the right foot. Step forward. Forward bend. Shake it out. No tension in the upper back and neck. Let it hang. If you need to bend more at the knees, doesn't matter. You're just lengthening the posterior chain. And slowly stand. Look up. Now from here, just a slight tuck, just a gentle contraction of the gluteals to like tuck the pelvis. Belly squeezes in, shoulder blades roll back and down, fingers are together, palms at your side. Long, tall spine, all the way up through the crown. Big in-breath, arms up, look up. And swan dive forward. Knees bent. You can walk it out however many times you need to. Feel free to move around, so long as it's within a range that makes you feel comfortable. Allow your head and neck to fall. You're going to ease strain on the low back by bending the knees. If you feel any discomfort in the low back, bend the knees deeper. And slowly, right foot back, weight into the left. I'm going to really try to get this interior compartment on my right hip if I had some problems with that. So I'm really trying to tilt my pelvis in a way that allows me to lengthen right through the front there. Most people have a tendency to want to straighten this leg a little bit to take the pressure off. It's totally fine. You're going to try to build to 90 degrees, but you got to build more strength and pressure in your quads, capacity to be able to hold that. And swan dive forward. Plank position again. Good solid push up, elbows in, push yourself up, push yourself up, push yourself up. Come on, just 5. And you can walk your feet as close to your hands as necessary. Just walk the legs out, side to side. You don't want to feel too much pressure on your wrists or your ankles. You want to try to distribute weight evenly. So instead of just dropping the head, what happens if you lengthen out of the crown and kind of undulate your spine through? You're trying to create space. If we didn't call it yoga, we just call it mobility exercises. What's the difference? Mainly your focus. You can bend the knees as much as you want. You can begin to straighten. It's going to give you some length in the backs of the legs. And then hand or foot forward, I should say. Little weight. Bring your body up. Now I'm going to lengthen this anterior compartment. I'm going to lengthen this leg just a bit more. Can sort of sway with my pelvis, trying to create space. Trying to open up there. And from here, I'm going to turn. Now I'm going to take my toes and turn the toes in just a little. And from here, what I want to be able to do is, maybe with the knees slightly bent, I'm going to roll down and forward. Big hamstring stretch. You can walk the legs back and forth, side to side. You can grab around the shins, around the calves, around the ankles, whatever works best. Allow your spine to hang and lengthen forward. Little back and forth. See how much play you have. How comfortable is it? I purposefully turned my keister away from the camera. You're welcome. Slowly bring yourself up. Turn back to the front. Step in again. And weight into the right foot. Forward bend. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Again, if anything feels uncomfortable, just back off. Decrease the stretch. It's not about how deep you can go. It's about how focused you can be. And slowly stand up. Arms up. Look up. Arms by your side. Now, right foot, big step back. The right foot goes to about 45 degrees, so my left foot is forward, my right foot is 45 degrees to it. Generally, if you were looking in a mirror like I am, second toe through the heel, that line straight back is going to run underneath the arch or underneath the heel on my right leg. I want enough space so I can bend my knee to just about 90 degrees. I'm going to bring the left arm out in my case, right arm back, and I want you to turn your palms up. Turning your palms up decreases the slouch, allows the shoulders to open. You want the palm to be just about level with the shoulder or just a bit lower. And I want you to lengthen through the shoulders, either side. You're going to look out over the middle finger right here. You can turn just the palms over now. Now, bend the knee, kind of play just a little. Don't feel like you have to hold it static. Make it feel nice. What feels like you're getting muscles to support joints without feeling strained. Slowly, I'm going to take this leg and step back just a hair. Probably about a foot distance. If my foot was here, I moved it back to here. Now I'm going to lift both quadriceps, both thighs, and I'm going to lengthen forward. I'm going to play tug of war. I'm going to reach forward with the left hand, and then reach back with the right hand. Just exploring range of motion again. Reaching forward with the left hand. Now, my leg is lengthened, my kneecap is lifted, my quadriceps are engaged. Not vigorously, but just contracted for support. I'm lengthening as far forward as I can, and this is as far as my hips will allow. So I'm just going to bring my arm down. I don't have to lean full weight on the leg, but I can just make contact here. I don't particularly want to move my spine except to rotate it and look up. And slowly come up. Step both feet forward again. And walk it out. If you're holding any tension, just shake it out. Gonna step the left foot back. Big step for warrior two. Knee bends. Arms out. You can turn the palms up initially. Just the palms over. Then, this leg, I'm going to step it back, my toes almost going to go to there. There we go. Now, both legs are lengthened, tug of war again. We're going to go forward. We're going to go back. Mobilization. Little bit of space. Now, as you've lengthened forward again, you're going to bring your hand down. You can put a little bit of weight here, but I don't want you to put all your weight on your leg. My spine is preferably long and lengthened. You reach the other arm up. Look up and gently rotate. You can turn the eye gaze towards the upstretched hand. Both kneecaps lifted. Trying to breathe calmly. Slowly up. And step forward. Hips width distance again. Big in breath. And slowly roll up. So, I want you to lay down on your back just to take a breather. Just back like this. You can kind of windshield your wiper, your hips, knees, side to side for just a second. If you feel up for this, you could do it. But in my case, I've been doing this for a long time. But I don't want you to do this at home if you hadn't had prior training. So, knees side to side. Release any tension. You can move your arms out to the side or down towards your hips. You can stretch them up above your head. Whatever feels most comfortable to you. And lengthen your legs out on the floor. Now I want you to shake all your limbs. Shake all your limbs out. Get the tension out and breathe. So, and from here, bent legs. You're going to pull the right foot up. It's going to cross over the left knee. Now from here, I want to try a little windshield wiper side to side in this position. I want to feel some length in that right gluteal. I'm going to scoot down. This is actually on my mat. So kind of like the windshield wiper before. Feel a little tension in this right gluteal. And back and over. Now, reverse legs. Just comfortable distance from the heel to your bottom. Go to the right, then to the left. The most important part of the whole practice is the breathing. It's a little more difficult for me to focus on my breathing because I'm verbally walking you through. And that was the side. One last time. And back to center. I'm going to pull both of my knees in towards my chest. I'm going to get a good grip here, feet side by side. Just want to roll on my lumbar spine. It's like I'm massaging my lumbar spine into the mat, into the floor. You'll notice here that I kind of almost lifted my head and looked down, and then rolled the neck back out. I'm going to tuck the chin and press the back of the head down. Working on that cervical spine. I had that car accident in. Lengthening those vertebrae. Oh yeah, right in there. And slowly. I'm going to bring the knees out to the side, let them fall open. Don't have to hold static. You can move side to side, just rock it out. Trying to create space in the body. Feel open. Relaxed, at ease. Then you're going to turn over onto your front, onto your belly. I'm going to walk you through these. A little more work, but we're not doing standing poses. I'm not working your legs at the moment. So I'm going to turn over on my front. I'm going to put my palms underneath the shoulders. Going to bring the feet together, heels together, knees down the mat. And not a lot of weight in the palms. The palms are just there for support, kind of balance. I'm going to gently squeeze my legs, squeeze my bottom, and begin to lift my spine. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. Now lift up comfortably. Squeeze the legs, push into the feet. And slowly lower down. Turn your head to the side, right or left, doesn't matter. And back to center again. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the bottom, lift up. You're going to rise and fall as you breathe. Just try to gain in the lift. And slowly head to the opposite side. It's good for the articulations in your cervical vertebra to turn from side to side. Feels like it's massaging those facet joints open. And slowly, arms to the side, legs together. Slowly lift up. Lengthen the legs, quadriceps engaged, arms up. Kind of rolling around my belly, just trying to find a good center spot. And back down again. Shake it out. No tension. Letting it go after we contract muscles. Just release. And palms under your shoulders. You're going to bring your body up. And I'm going to come back gently towards my heels. Belly rests on the thighs. The arms can be out. Working it out. Every little joint. Trying to create space. Something more open. And just come back to seated. I'm going to restart my camera over here.